Mr. Boaz, I'm thankful that you could come and be in the part of the interview which you are going to do. I'm called Ronald, and I work with the company called ETG Export Group. We want to try to do interview. As you know, the problems which are paining our farmers and what they are going through in this process of digging. This meeting will be recorded in audio, so I was requesting you to give me the positions and the permission so that we can continue. We are going to do it, and then we'll take it to the company, and it will be used to teach other people and also the company to know what they can do and help the low farmer so that they cannot be tired in this program of farming. Can you introduce yourself? Who is Mr. Boaz? Where do you stay and what do you do? I'm called Msings Boaz. I'm coming from Kalwanza West, Karera South, in Kasozi Division, District Shema. And I'm also in the municipality of Shem. Mr. Boaz, are you a farmer, agronomic? If you are a farmer, what do you dig? I'm a farmer of coffee. And also I plant matoke, even though it is small, so that I can't fail to get what to eat. Also I plant beans and maize, but especially I put effort in coffee. That coffee which you are planting, do you plant it as personal or like cooperative? I plant coffee as me personal in my effort for me to get the development in my family and also the people I'm taking care of, and also the plan of my future. And this coffee also, after I go in the group in the village, we have Kalvanza West United Association. Also that group, I'm the treasurer. The purpose of doing that group on the village, wanted to gather ourselves and we look the market for coffee. Instead of one person to sell coffee, but if we are like a group and we collect a lot of coffee and we get to the market, then we can get out from the poor. And also, if it was possible, like the group I am in, I try to tell them we should find another income. Like, let's say if you plant coffee, if you get time, you plant also maize, beans, not only put trust in coffee. And another thing, we are also trying to address people. We can't just tell others and we forget ours, but we want to put the program of raising chicken, pig, so that if you get money after the season, then you get a place how to raise them. And that's what we want to tell our members, to put this news so that they cannot put only eyes on the coffee, Because if you plant coffee and you see the coffee is not helping you, then you find that the person can fail to get money, like take children at school or family problems. And then you start to buy the coffee when it is still young. To eat the flowers of coffee like this time as coffee is still young. When they don't understand, they just go to that person who has their money and they do agreement. And then that person will say, I want to give you like 1 million, and we do agreement. When to reach time, 1 kilo of coffee, I'll be buying it at 500 or 800 according to the way how they do. They agree. And because you find someone has no other way, they agree to that. And then you find that the coffee is not helping them to eat or to sell the coffee when it is still young. But when you endure and you reach on the coffee, it's time of harvesting it. They just go to someone and they say, I'm going to harvest for you coffee, and they do agreement, and also he go and solve the problems. And yet you find that the time is almost, and because that one who has given the money will bring people to harvest that coffee. And then you start, people they are complaining that they gave me small money. That's why we are trying to enter in the groups, teach people, to try to tell them that after season they should count well, and you save like some money aside so that they can wait their season and they harvest their coffee. In Shema, we found that coffee is the best income for us, which can protect someone who is low, the one who is in the village, to reach on the year, and they get money, and then also they are able to do something which is useful. That's how we are. And you say the problems that we are having. We are planting coffee. The biggest problem that we have, which is taking us back, we have wilt disease. Yes. That disease we must use, you have it in the banana, matoke and coffee, but the one in coffee it can get healed, but the one in matoke doesn't get healed. It means that the stick, the tree of coffee to get dry. It dries, leaves the tree, and that is what we call wilt. Like these 2 years that I've been with wilt, before wilt came, I was getting like 50 sacks. Those are 60 sacks which are dry. So we are trying to fight with wilt. When the tree gets dry, we remove it and we put another one. And another problem which we have, we have that pesticide that is eating the leaves of coffee. Another thing, but those are the major things that are disturbing us. And other things that problems that we find in coffee, sometimes you plant coffee and you find like the The coffee is falling down before it reach the time. My chairman LOC, and also people they study from my home. Like now I have people who are asking me. People they still have their coffee which is looking good. Like they are saying those young ones they are falling. So I told them how we should continue asking people who are expert, and also I told them that what brings that when it reach time and put a lot and it lack fertilizer, it lack family planning. So I told them we will continue asking people who are expert in agriculture. And another thing, this coffee after, especially people from the village, and you start to count, to remove coffees, the problems of family. When you reach to balance them, you find that in the coffee, after you have removed a lot of money, you have given them to the workers. So you find that even though you work, you are not direct. What I have seen from you when you are teaching us and as we are following you, when you put money in the coffee, you can get a lot, you harvest a lot. That one I have evidence. I thank your company and also the fertilizer that you give us. It's because that many times we don't have enough money, because if you don't have direct money and you apply fertilizer the whole garden, as you say, after every 6 months we should put 3 on in March and September, we could be harvesting a lot. Those are the things that I can tell you, the problems that we are having in planting coffee. Thank you so much, Mr. Boaz. I really wanted to ask you, can you tell me when did you last to buy inputs which are used in farming? As you know, money, last October, that's when I last to buy fertilizer. But also I did not put in all. So you find that you try to die with one thing so that it can be okay. When you are buying fertilizer, what makes you to decide that this is the fertilizer I'm going to buy, and when you are going to buy it, do you know how to use it? Or fortunately, when you are going to buy fertilizer, you approach them and you tell them how much coffee you are going to apply, and also you explain to them how it looks like, and then they tell you should put this amount on the tree. And what I want to tell my fellow farmers, this fertilizer which is measured, it is not like our organic manure, because if they tell you put this amount on the tree and you put a lot, then the coffee will get spoiled, and when you put excess, you can't get what you want. That's why I'm so thankful towards your fertilizer, because whenever they tell you the measurements of the fertilizer to use, then you find that just even in 1 week you are very happy. That's why I love your fertilizer, the way you supply to us. Another thing that I want to ask you, do you have any person who gives you advice in the process of buying inputs like chemicals or fertilizer or sprayers or machines? From long time I used to just do anything anyhow. Like I've told you, if you do fertilizer without measuring, you can't get anything. So when I'm going to buy fertilizer or any chemical, as I ask from that person where I've got it from, I explain how much coffee I have, and also how to spray the pesticides. And when I'm going to use fertilizer, then he will tell me you should use this amount. In your village as a chairman, do you have any person whom you can say that this is agronomic person whom the company has brought to you? No, we don't have anyone. Most of the times I used to try, since people they trust me, and then they're like, when you are going to buy fertilizer like this, please also buy for me, so that I can put it somewhere and also I get something. Okay. Does government have any programs that put for you, like you farmers of the village, to continue do these things of farming, like to put for you agronomic, or you care about yourself, you as the private associations? Sometimes government reach time, we as farmers, and it calls us and he gives us fertilizer. It gives us fertilizer. Which is called China Plus. They said it is organic. They gave me 2 sacks, and there is a part where I have put it, I applied it. But government direct, it does not put power or effort in us. To get their agronomic people, it is not easy. Most of the times we just approach you people and you are the one who helps us a lot. I wanted to ask you, in your village, do you have any salesman or agronomy representative whom you are connected with? We don't have. I just have someone whom I'm connected with, like someone who is connected with these things of agriculture. It's Zelba from Cowboy. As you are asking me that whether we have someone who teaches us like agronomic person, but as a government it does not help us anything. I'm also requesting government to help us, like if they get agronomic, they can call us and they teach us. Another thing which I wanted to ask you, when you are buying a new chemical, are buying a new medicine from the market, how sure you are that when you use this medicine it is going to work for you? A new chemical, when you're going to buy it, it first scare you. As I've explained to you that you have someone who has been helping you. So like in Mr. Zelbas, I've told you the guidance that he normally gives me. I continue thanking ETG because there is fertilizer that it applied at my farm and then it worked for me. So you mean that when the chemical is new in the market, there is someone whom you ask and he helps you how you should use it. Do you think it takes how long to buy things which can be used in digging? According to how I understand, like after every 6 months you should be buying inputs which you should put in your gardens, like fertilizer, chemicals, and mulching. Like after season and you put mulching in, you can spend like 3 months. You think in spraying pesticides, do you spray after seeing your crop is sick, or you spray before you see it is sick? For me, for sure, whenever I see that I've get disease, I spray. When I see that the disease has come, that's when I try to rush to get the medicine. But when my cough is still looking good, I'm like, let me just move on with this. We have so many chemicals in the market, like ETG. We have chemicals which can protect and which can cure. We have which can cure and which can protect. When they get disease, we have which can spray and it get healed, and the one when it is sick and it gets cure. Do you put in good way or in good situation? Most of the people, they put after they have seen that it is sick or they have got one which is sick. That is good, because also when you see one is sick and you say that the coffee is sick, then you spray all of it, because the means that one will spread to others. So when you go to the market and you ask those people who are selling the chemicals, you tell them to give you ETG chemical, which is for curing and protecting. So after 3 months you can spray, because in the during rain, pesticides there are a lot. So the one for curing we should put after 3 or 2 months, but for fertilizer you have to put after 6 months. If it is under 6 months, and you see that your coffee is going to start breaking coffee, then you add. If they have spent like 4 months, you can add. Now When you find someone, you want that person to put you something which you can remember continuously. They used to say that prevention is better than cure. Do you have the best chemical which can protect? It is called Profex Super. That is the medicine which can protect. If you put that chemical, it protects pesticide to eat your things. And even when it is there, when it is still young, it kill it and it cannot come out. When I'm going, you just write it for me so that I can't go back without anything. Thank you so much. And also I'm so thankful for me also to come on this teaching. I really feel very happy. Now, this is the medicine. Another thing which I can ask you, I was requesting you to tell me which bad experience have you ever passed through? The last time you bought seeds and fertilizer and sprayer which did not work for you. Have you ever bought like seeds and it doesn't work for you? You bought fertilizer and it did not work for you. Which experience did you get? I have ever bought seeds. I just got it from the government. Those seeds, they did not look well. But at the next one, the coffees that I've been picking from the government, it was okay. Like before I start using fertilizers and others, there was like over rumors, even it is still there in the village, saying that when you use fertilizer, it means that you are killing the soil. If you don't put a lot in something, you can't manage it. First tell me, before you use fertilizer, you were getting like 7 sacks, but after putting fertilizer, you started getting, as you know, the man of village, because sometimes you feel like if I put some money, then maybe they will get, I will lose that money from there. But when I put at first time and I saw it was good, even the next time I could put a lot, I could put money and I applied it in my old garden of coffee. I put it after harvesting in September. The first one I put it in May. When I saw that it looked good, I applied another one in March and I applied it the whole garden. Then the coffee could bring very nice leaf. So after getting money, and also I applied the whole coffee and I could get 66 sacks. From 7 sacks to 66. I have never seen that. From 7 sacks to 68 sacks. Was it for ETG? No, it was Zelba. We have Java, we have Yala, we have 16231. it was NPK. Silver came and addressed me that you use that fertilizer, and that fertilizer would work for me a lot. So after ATG came, so when I'm buying fertilizer, I balance. I buy from ATG or NPK from NPK, but mostly I buy through Zelba. What I was asking you, when you are going to buy fertilizer, do you normally care of the fertilizer which you are going to buy? As I told you that I reach Zelba, I tell him my coffee how it looks like. Then the way you explain the coffee how it looks like, then he will guide you how you should use fertilizer. Then he tells me what to put. Sometimes he come and check on it, and then he tells me put this one. After putting, then the coffee is looking good. Do you normally get any problems in the time of looking for fertilizers in the right time, like you want fertilizer in that very moment and you don't get it? It doesn't happen a lot, but sometimes you reach there and they tell you that the one which you wanted to take is not there, but in few time you will get it. So I don't get a lot of problem. What can happen if you go to the shop where you have been buying fertilizer from, or any chemical you want, and you find it is not there? What can you do? If I find they don't have, when I find it is not there yet, it should be there, they tell me go home, I will send it to you. So I don't get a lot of difficulties. How do you solve the problem of transport? I use a lot of transport from where my home to where I buy it. I put transport, and from there I put transport to come back home. But most of the time what helps me, when I call Zelba, he brings them to me. That is what mostly helps me. You think it takes how long when you order things from where you buy them to the farm? It doesn't take a long time. When I order like in 3 days, when he's busy it takes like 1 week. You think it needs like how long? Like you need it to take how long from your home to reach on the shop where you are going to buy your things? You want that journey to be how long? I need, if it could be possible, we should be having like order before the time of using it. It is not yet we be you having it in the store. Like some people, they call me, they have problem in their coffee, it is just falling when it is still young. Yet for me, I'm not agronomic, but I asked from agronomic. So as I'm going to get your contact, I'll be calling you. I want to call someone and I explain what is happening for other people and me. It's because that I don't have money. If you have any program like you as company, you need like distance to be how long from where they are selling inputs to the farm. According to me and the group which I'm in, we need like those things to be in our village. Like we have a shop there which has those things so that we can take care of our farms in time. there are some fertilizers which I normally bring at home and I sell them to others. But as I've connected with your company, if it is possible, even you can come and do research on me. If you bring fertilizer, even I can sell it. I don't have any problem. Okay. How do you pay your things which you buy, which are needed to be used in farming? I normally buy in cash, or when I call and I bring it, I just send them their money. Do you think it is easy to get things for use in the farming? No, it is not easy. Well, sometimes people, they can tell you the truth, like if you don't have money, they cannot give you on debt. Do you get sometimes on credit which help you to buy agro inputs? Yes. What is your experience in getting credits? Where I get that from, it means that person trusts me, because I can't just get any person whom I never connect with to tell them my problems. I only tell to the person who knows me, but even I don't take credits always. Those who gives you credits, they gives you which kind of credit terms, like installments or after harvesting? I think they know that also I'm going to get money, so they just give me, like, after 1 week I just pay their money. Another thing, if you have any question and you want to ask it from expert, which question can you ask him which is related to farming? That question I want to ask that expert, it is the problem of wilt, because that is the wilt which is disturbing us. When the coffee is getting ready and then it gets wilt until you finish. If we don't have medicine, how can we protect ourselves? How can we protect ourselves from wilt? Which advice do you give us towards wilt, so that we can't get that problem of wilt? Thank you so much. I'm going to answer your question. Let's company first go and sit and we'll bring your feedback, how we can help you, the things which are disturbing you as farmers. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman.